Temperatures have mountain snowpack melting quickly and much of it flowing out of the valley through rivers and streams. Our meteorologist Justin Sacher shows us why more isn't being saved. Justin.
It is an exceptional year for Sierra snowpack. 150 to 200% of average in some places. Mountain snow is the main water source for agriculture on the valley's west side, but farmers here getting just 65% of their allocation, raising the question, what else has to happen for it to reach 100%?
65%. That's ridiculous in a year like this year.
Fresno County Farm Bureau CEO Ryan Jacobson says it's frustrating that in a water year this good, some farmers still can't get enough of it to grow food.
We don't have enough reservoirs right now to take full advantage of what that Sierra Nevada snowpack offers on average.
Before the Central Valley Project, the valley's water delivery system, there was virtually no other source for water on the valley's west side besides pumping it out of the ground. Land there has sunk as much as a two-story building in some places. Farming in California meant years with deadly flooding or parching drought nearly as often as good years. In the 1930s, the Central Valley Project created a 400-mile network of water storage and delivery. The construction of Friant Dam tamed a wild San Joaquin, directing its water down three paths: the Friant-Madera Canal, the Friant-Kern Canal, and the San Joaquin River. This created new extremes. Even in recent years, water in the San Joaquin River tended to dry up.
This reach here was largely, with the exception of flood times, dry.
Bureau of Reclamation Area Manager Michael Jackson explains this is part of an exchange where water from the Delta is used to refill the San Joaquin River where it dries up.
In fact, from here on out was generally dry in this area.
Exchanged for the water transported away via the Madera and Kern canals. Project water is prioritized to different users. At the top, those who essentially put their water into the system, like exchange contractors. For example, right now those part of the Friant district have a 100% allocation. Some lands have water rights. Public interests are another priority for cities, businesses, and homes. Finally, once these other demands are met through the state,
then we're able to export, pump out of the Delta what's left.
This all changed with laws concerning environmental factors, essentially creating a new top priority. Still last on the list, West Side farmers feel this impact the most. When water is scarce, each type of user is cut back to some extent, even water for environmental purposes. Again, West Side farmers taking the biggest hit as water is scarce even without drought. Population growth is fueling increased demand. California's growing economy adds industrial demand. Once again, south of Delta Ag takes a back seat. A number of large-scale projects have been proposed to close the gap. Behind me is the San Joaquin River Gorge. Water could potentially fill to where I'm standing if Temperance Flat was built. Temperance Flat, a proposed dam and reservoir above Millerton Lake, is one of several large-scale projects studied by the Bureau. It could contribute roughly 150,000 acre-feet of water a year, but it wouldn't all be used for farming. The water would still be distributed among all project users accordingly. As for the gorge, no doubt Temperance Flat would trade one invaluable resource for another.
The one we've studied in Northern California, that is the Enlarged Shasta project.
But big projects aren't the only solution. Reclaimed water, which is clean water after sewage treatment, is already supplementing project water.
3 years ago now, Del Puerto Water District, Modesto and Turlock and others treated wastewater into the Delta Mendota Canal.
Water is also lost or bottlenecked in transport. The Bureau has a list of smaller scale water saving projects, from pumping stations to refitting cracked and buckled canals. But whatever the future holds, it seems water will have to trickle down through many places before ever reaching these fields.
The more that we just really try to utilize every drop, we all, I think, end up better here in the San Joaquin Valley.
In a recent statement, U.S. Representative Jim Costa says he's hopeful the Bureau of Reclamation may bring allocations to 100% by June. However, he notes that's well after farmers make critical crop decisions. Live in the studio, Justin Sacher, KC24, local news that matters.
Justin, thanks so much. And coming up.